Hello everybody, and just here, and welcome back to Metallic Rouge, episode 6. Yeah, episode 6. It's a week late, as you can see. Episode 7 came out today, I believe. I was sick, unfortunately, for the past week that it was coming out, so I just didn't record it. So now I am, and hopefully I'm gonna catch up to episode 7 soon, and I think I will, because this week I believe Majo to Yajuu just has a recap episode, or just doesn't release at all. I think because there's some sort of a, I don't know, some sort of a free, some days free in Japan or something like that. I don't know. So instead of Majo to Yajuu, I'm just gonna watch episode 7 of this. Regardless, what happened in the previous episode? That's a very good question, actually. That's a very good question. What the flying hell did happen in the previous episode? Rouge got captured by the puppet master. And the puppet master was looking for something in her head. He put her in a pod of some sort, and was a part of her memories / dreams, as she was recalling her time at the Junghart mansion estate ? And there was a pod there that had alien design, and she was inside of it. Then Jean Junghart changed into a woman of some sort, and Rouge was introduced as a sister to Jean, but not. And there was also Rouge but blue. And what the fuck was that episode? I really have no idea. I really don't. At the end there was a fight, and it turns out that Eden Baruch is also a neon with a suit and a henshin, so probably one of the Immortal 9. And I guess we know that Jean wanted revenge for his father's death that was supposedly caused by the Immortal 9. But we don't know why, we don't know how, because I think Jean's father was who created the Neons, and then they rebelled. And Jean enlisted Rouge's help as, oh yeah, Neon's bad because they killed their father, and you have to help me with revenge? I don't know, man. What the hell was that episode? Yeah. I guess at the end it was clearer a little bit. Oh right, and the carnival is working with the usurpers, apparently, somehow, for some reason, and the puppet master called Rouge his daughter, but I don't think the puppet master is Roy Junghart. I don't know. There was a lot of detail, but probably a little bit too many, and they will probably come into light. They will probably be relevant soon-ish. And I'm gonna look back at episode 5 and be like, oh, right, it all makes sense now. But right now, no. No. Sure, I got a couple of theories from that episode, so it wasn't like a complete... so it wasn't completely incomprehensible. I got, like, quite a lot, right? But ultimately, I've just no clue. I've just no clue, man. Yeah, right. Maybe today's episode is going to make some things clearer. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we're gonna be back to adventuring with Naomi and Rouge looking for other members of the Immortal Nine. Simple times, right? Or maybe we're going to continue this madness, or maybe we're going to go off the rails of the looking for Immortal Nine plotline, and Rouge will internalize what the puppet master told her and what she came to herself, that she is free, right? She's not someone else's tool, she has free will, etc., etc. Maybe it's the time for rebellion. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in this episode, so let's just watch it, right? To do it, you will need your subs, of course, to follow along with me. I'm gonna need my sound to hear what's going on. And I'm gonna have to ask you for support. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon or YouTube down below, or not. Share my content, spread the word, it costs you nothing and helps a lot. And with that, we can start watching episode 6 of Metallic Rouge in 3, 2, 1, go. And you're dead. Or will be. Yes, as I expected. And of course, got his appearance. I guess they're still hanging around with the detective guy? I know, man. And I have the least clue about Zhang, honestly. His character, his motivations could really go any which way. And I would be like, yeah, I can see it. Is he the good guy? I know, but yeah, I can see it. Is he the bad guy? Yeah, I can see it. Is he somewhere in between? Sure. He's one of the usurpers? I'm not even surprised. Honestly, he's probably one of the most mysterious aspects of this show. Probably because it really feels like they're both steering us to think that he's the good guy, and they're steering us to think that he's the bad guy. Right? We're getting both. And it creates a dissonance. And speak of the devil. Okay, so this was something that happened. Not just Puppet Master induced illusion. Ex Noah. What's ex Noah? Subordinates? I thought Jean would be the mastermind, but he is a subordinate of her? And what's the deal with Ochrona? Can someone answer this question, please? Why do subs translate whatever was that Japanese word to Ochrona? Okay, and those people are back. What's that dress, Naomi? Oh, I guess it's a swimsuit and some sort of a parka. Ice. Wait, is this episode? It is episode 6. I thought that I might have skipped something, but no. Alice in Wonderland, huh? Dostoevsky? Yeah, the smell of paper is real nice. But, like, new books smell great, super old books smell great. In between, it's like, whatever. I love how many variations there are on the same theme. Like, musical theme. Yeah, that's the woman. In a very female swimsuit. I'm guessing twins? Twins. Alice and Alice. Or Alice and Ice. Which is basically lazily pronounced Alice. Damn. She's prickly. Or she's a Brocon. And the Rimworld strum. I started playing Dwarf Fortress, by the by. It's sure is interesting. Okay. Was it a ploy to remove him? Or move him somewhere? Yes, that's the definition of murder. You got that information real quick. Why would a zodiac sign be significant, I wonder? Oh, it was the Joker, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Quantum superposition. The only explanation. And there's been another murder. What's Joker's deal here? It really seems like he's just killing indiscriminately. Yeah, a very jokery smile. Why would he let a witness go, though? That's a good question, isn't it? And she's eating a sandwich with egg paste and egg. That's a lot of egg. Ah, at least, yes. You're not in your cabins anyway, so... Get a refund. What a coincidence, isn't it? Why? What makes you think that? Oh, and you didn't think that someone took her appearance? Or are you just covertly enlisting their help? The murderer, of course. Oh, so it's a game. There's no, like, big agenda. There's no assassination target. It's just a game. That's what I'm getting from the find me line. How did you connect it to Jalon? I guess because you knew that he can change appearance? I don't know, man. What's the thinking here? Yeah, fair. If I can help, I want to help. Oh, interesting that the cockpit has no artificial gravity. Huh. Whomst? Oh, Naomi. Also knows where the cameras are. Oh, we're gonna catch him by weight? I guess you can change appearance, but not like your physical properties, right? Oh, that's a good way to tell who's the real one. The real one has connection to the bird. She's dead. Oh no, she's alive? Or is it Jalon? And here's the smile. Henshin? Oh no. Transforming into Rouge. Yeah, just leave the detective. Oh no. I mean, she needs to defend herself. Who's the real Rouge? Rouge isn't that fast or that smart. Yeah. How did he make it behind her? Huh? How's that scrawny little kid weighing 82? Or that? Fair. The rest will die. It's kind of like, yeah. The witch trials, right? Throw the person into the river inside of a sack. If she dies, well, I guess she wasn't a witch. If she survives, well, she was a witch, so we'll kill her anyway. No, the dog. Punch the doggo? I love it. Oh, you're just gonna henshin in public just like that. Okay. Or did you, like, wait until everybody else leaves? How did cutting open a hole in the window turn off the power? And we're on the outside now. Did Naomi manage to escape? Or was she sucked out into the void? Okay. Fight, though. That's what we want, right? We don't want explanations. Or clear flow. We want some nice Sakuga. They are, yes. Rouge is not like the brightest tool in the shed. And what do you have to do with her father's death? No, probably not. He's just egging you on. Yeah. Oh, I guess she does have at least some spatial awareness after all. He's probably going to survive the re-entry. And what's your deal? And you're just going to the henshin without checking who sees you and who doesn't. Alright. What's up? What? Huh? Excuse me? Am I just too tired to understand what's going on? Is it me or is it the show? Because I've no clue at this point. Oh boy. This episode really feels like it should have been two. I really feel like, one, I'm missing an episode, and two, this should have been split into two. I know, man. Maybe someone was able to make heads and tails of it better than I, but... Oh... A rewatch is gonna be necessary. For sure. And, speak of the devil, let's rewatch it. First of all, let's start with Jeron being here. What was his deal? Like, all this time, I felt like he has some big plan, some big scheme, right? He's either a part of something big, or he's the instigator of something big, or something, right? He wants a revolution, he wants a civil war, he wants something, you know, anything. But he has some desires and he's working towards them. But here he just kills people for fun, then has his legs cut off by Rouge and fucking team rockets towards the Earth, and that's that? What? What? Naomi and Rouge completed their mission on Mars, yeah. We know that this memory was real because Jean also has it. Cool. And we have this thing. Doesn't it feel as if the heavens have seen through us? She says as she looks at this thing. The thing that we still don't know what it is. You mean the visitors. Ex-Noah. So the visitors are also called ex-Noah? Is there anybody in the cast that is named like Noah or remotely similar to Noah? No. I would have expected it, but no. Noid, I guess, but no. Ex-Noah. It's not as if they're gods or anything, which implies they're extremely advanced, but not like immortal. Ex-Noah. Ex, that's like whatever. Noah, Noah's Ark, right? Visitors came here seeking refuge or salvation or whatever from their world. Their world was destroyed or whatever. They embarked on the Ark and found Earth that was perfect for them and wanted cohabitation with humans. I know. Visitors were escaping from something. Ex-Noah. Noah's Ark. Is this the Noah's Ark? Is it full of visitors? And it needs to be activated? I know. I only feel as if you've seen through me, Chief Chow. I've made it this far because of my faith in my subordinates. This implies that Jean is her subordinate. But all this time he seems to have been the mastermind. He's not like the CEO of Aletheia, but rather an employee of Aletheia. Perhaps responsible for whatever has to do with the Ark. And Rouge being sent for revenge is like his way of distancing himself from it. Right? Like, oh, I'm gonna pretend to be a part of Aletheia. I'm going to keep doing my job. At the same time, I'm going to continue supporting my sister in her efforts to avenge the father. No matter what it is you're up to in secret, I trust you. You probably shouldn't have. I'm not sure. Again, unwanted interference from outside Aletheia. Ochrona. Right. And we have this random character and his twin sister. Paper books. Alice in Wonderland. I mean, we know what Alice in Wonderland is. And then we have King Lear. I'm unfamiliar with it, so... Tragedy by Shakespeare. What's the plot in general? King Lear, in preparation for his old age, divides his power and land between his daughters, who pay homage to gain favor, feigning love. The king's third daughter is offered a third of his kingdom also, but refuses to be insincere in her praise and affection. She instead offers the respect of a daughter and is disowned by Lear, who seeks flattery. His daughters break promises to host Lear and his entourage, so he opts to become homeless and destitute, goes insane, and the French king, married to Cordelia, his third daughter, invades Britain to restore order and Lear's rule. In a subplot, Edmund, the illegitimate son of Gloucester, betrays his brother and father. Tragically, Lear, Cordelia, and several other main characters die. Okay, so it's just tragedy all across the thing, but dividing the kingdom, desire for praise. I see no connection to Alice in Wonderland. And the third book is Dostoevsky's Mother's something. I think we get a better look at the title. Yeah, Brothers Karamazov. Let's see. Brothers Karamazov, 19th century Russia. It's the last novel by Dostoevsky, and he spent 2 years writing it. A philosophical novel that discusses questions of God, free will, and morality. Now, this is more like it, right? Discusses the questions of God. The women with Jean said it's not like they're gods or anything, so we have the themes of God, free will, that's Rouge, straight up. Theological drama dealing with problems of faith, doubt, and reason in the context of modernizing Russia, with a plot that revolves around the subject of patricide. Dostoevsky composed much of the novel in Staraya Russa, which inspired the main setting. Okay. Sure. That's some classics you're reading, I guess. Yeah, are you truly Rouge Red Star? Are you free? Rouge Red Star. Felt nostalgic. We see this woman who we still don't know who she is. She's not the Cho or whatever the fuck that professor lady was called. That was with Jean. Here we have Alice. Alice in Wonderland. I wonder if that has any ties. I don't know. A yellow one we didn't have on record showed up too. Right. And we see murder. I thought that this was the target, the guy, and that was Jaren's shtick, Jaren's deal here. That he has a target and he just killed the target and all's cool. But no, it seems like he's just killing random people. Then I thought that maybe it was a ploy to separate Ash and ambush him or something. But no, doesn't seem to be the case either. It really doesn't seem like Jaren is working with any sort of a plan. Oh, it's not his zodiac sign. It's an area of the ship that's named after Zodiac. Gotcha. And yeah, he was at the casino, so we know that it's a shapeshifter. The shapeshifter shows again and really just kills indiscriminately. Absolutely no rhyme or reason. None. That's a lot of egg in this sandwich. Couple burgers, some Chinese takeout, some noodles, coffee. Yeah, some nice food. This dude is just randomly arguing, I guess. I mean, it's in line with his character, but I know what's going on here. Like, sure, we know that Ash has some sort of grief with Alethea. That's why he jumped at the chance to to stop Naomi. Find me. And here I was building this like big, huge plot, right? Why does he want to be found? Why is he playing this game? Does he want to recruit Rouge? Does he want to separate Rouge from Naomi and reveal some sort of a secret to only one of them? Are the victims connected somehow, and he's not actually killing indiscriminately, but there is some sort of a pattern to it? Something, but no. And here, like at this moment, more or less, things started crumbling a little bit in my eyes. Like, how does Naomi know that it's Jalon? There's no doubt about it. Well, I would say there is doubt. Like, sure, he can transform into other people. Who's to say nobody else has that ability? Does Naomi even know that Jalon has it? I'm not sure. It's part of his murder game, yeah, sure. Our task is a top secret mission that even Chief Chow doesn't know about it, which I guess tells us that, yeah, Jean is working behind Alethea's back for the most part. Commotion and exposure as possible is part of our mission, right? And of course, Rouge wants to act. I love this cockpit. I really like the cockpit of this ship, how it's tiered like that, right? It's not like a flat plane, flat room with like chairs around like you usually see on a ship or in, I don't know, Star Trek or wherever, but rather it's, the seats are placed vertically. I like it for some reason. I don't know, I just really like this design. And there is 0G in the cabin. I guess because they are strapped into the chairs, they don't really need gravity, so why have it in the first place, right? Cool, I like it. I really like the mechanical and ship designs in the show. And yeah, we can get him by weight. Smart. Yeah, smart, assuming that the whatchamacallit, the cloaking device or shape-shifting device or whatever only changes the visuals through whatever means, but cannot change like your physical properties, right? You might have a look of a kid, of a child, but your weight will stay the same. And if someone tries to hit the empty space above the child's head, they will hit you instead, or something like that, maybe. And this wasn't a murder. Why? Oh, maybe she recognized that it's Jalon by the knife. It's a fairly characteristic knife, isn't it? Could be. Yeah, Wei. He's in the library disguised as me. Except not. And they just believe her? Sure. This is cool. I like it. I was prepared for some questions like, oh, what happened wherever at whatever time? What's your favorite chocolate? Shit like that. No. Just, what's 7 plus 7 divided by 7 plus 7 times 7 minus 7? 50. Is it 50 though? I have to check. I'm sorry, I have to check. Calculator. Let's see. Order of operations. 7. Actually, C# has order of operations, so I'm just gonna open the REPL and just type in the expression. Sevens. 7 minus 7. 50. Damn, he's right. He's correct. And Rouge wouldn't be. She's not smart enough. And this is another bit of a crumble, I guess. Naomi has both Rouges, or Rouge and Jalen, in front of her. And then Jalen is behind her and kicks her in. And she didn't react, didn't try to stop Jalen from going behind her. Rouge didn't react either. They just get kicked in. Like, sure, haha, comedic effect, right? But not really. Yeah, we have the weight. This is cool. This is amazing. I'm going to punch each of you in turn. The one who can withstand my punch is Jalen. Makes perfect sense, actually. I love it. I love it. It's a really nice bit of comedy here. And it works. Like, that's the big thing. It's fun, it's funny, and it actually works. It actually reveals Jalen here. And it turns out to be the dog. I love how there is that, like, little bit of hesitation. Oh, Rouge probably likes animals. She wouldn't kick a dog. And she just kicks it. I love it. I love it. And it does turn out to be Jalen. And it's creepy as fuck. The dog standing up. This is another crumble. Like, sure, we see that everybody runs away, alright. But did they really? And I can see everybody running away, but I can see Naomi running away. And they're both transforming, they're both henshining. And sure, like, Naomi seeing it is whatever, she's familiar with it. But did other people see it? Did they not see it? I know, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that everybody else ran away. Naomi probably wouldn't, though. So wouldn't she have been sucked out into the void of space? Or did she run away with the rest? And if so, then why? And if she stayed, then how has she not been sucked up into space? I know. I wanted to kill you for a long time. Why? We don't know that. Along with the thrill of knowing I could be killed with my own hands. I guess he really just wants to fight and kill. And that's his sole motivation. But he really never struck me as this sort of a character. He always struck me as having some sort of a plan, but no. Apparently not. There's no grand scheme. Another crumble. How does a failure of a single window cause the power to shut down in the entire fucking ship? Who built it? Russians? I know, man. I have no fucking clue why that happened. We get some really nice Sakuga, of course, as always. Some really cool attacks with those, like, flying chakrams. You'll never avenge your father that way, and we are suddenly bringing it up. Like, basically out of nowhere. Jalen is admitting to having killed her father, but I somehow doubt that he did. Like, I guess I'm still thinking that it would be too easy. It would be really way too easy if it turns out that, yeah, Jalen killed Rouge's father, and now Rouge just killed Jalen, and that's it. And we have 6 more episodes of whatever, of something else. Right? It would be way too easy. So either there are like 2 possibilities. Either Jalen isn't actually dead, because of course Rouge didn't make sure that he stays dead. She just cut off his legs and that's it. Legs are not vital organs. He's probably still alive. And it's going to continue. It's going to turn out that he did have a plan and... Right? Or the creators of this show just noticed, oh shit, it's episode 6 already, we better like start moving the plot. And they just crammed like 3 episodes into a single one. And they just closed this plot completely because, oh, right, Rouge was supposed to like look to avenge her father, but we have this other plot and we don't have time for both, so whatever, have Jalon just be here, have Jalon be the murderer, have Rouge just kill him, and let's get it over with, and let's focus on the other plot. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Depending on where it goes, I guess it's going to change my opinion on this situation. I guess it was supposed to also be like a big, meaningful fight, right? Rouge facing off the murderer of her father, and Jalon facing off the person that he always wanted to fight, and admitting that he did it in her disguise. And here we have this like big, huge, intense face, right? Naruto, Sasuke kind of face. And it just kind of falls flat because there's no wind up to it, if I'm to be honest with you. I know. And then he gets cut by his own weapon, which is cool, which is like a smart move by Rouge. Kicking him away is not a smart move though, because I would bet that those suits are strong enough to survive re-entry. So I really don't think that he's dead. We'll see though. And here we have one of the twins, knowing somehow that it's a filthy shooting star. So I assume knowing who Jalon is, and liking that fact. Then we have Rouge not paying attention to her surroundings, which I guess is kinda on brand for her, and Ash noticing. The patrol craft has given orders to stop the ship. Yeah. Ochrona's Artificial Life Inspection Department. Right, and what do they have to do with you? What do they have to do with Alethea? Why did your demeanor change 180 degrees? Why are you arresting Rouge? And what the fuck is Article 5, Clause 9 of the Use of Artificial Life Code? What the fuck is going on right now? It has to be a fake out. It has to be a fake out. Right? Because I have no other explanation. Like, Rouge hasn't done anything differently. She hasn't, I know. Or was it because she punched people in the cabin? And the dude, Donald is his name, reported it? And I guess Naomi has no way but to cooperate. But wasn't the fact that Rouge is a Neon supposed to be a secret? Did Ash report it? Maybe. Maybe. And I guess Naomi has no way but to cooperate. That would be like the only way that it makes sense. Ash reported that Rouge is the red one. And I guess it would make sense because those red people are from Ochrona and Ash is also from Ochrona. Yeah. Okay. it really feels like Naomi would also be a part of them. Is she a double agent? She's either a double agent or she has to work with Ochrona for now, and maybe then later she will find some way to help Rouge, or maybe Jean will find a way, or something like that's gonna happen. But it's easiest to just go with them for now rather than resist. Okay, yeah. I guess now that I think about it a little more, it makes a little bit more sense. Okay. Wait, what's going on? I'm streaming? I'm streaming and recording? What the fuck is going on? Okay, the reaction section is untouched, which is great. Which is great. That's the most important bit, isn't it? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to glue it back in post. Whatever. Oh boy. Oh boy. What the fuck did I do? And yeah, and that's the episode in any case. I guess at the end I did get a... Yes, at the end I did figure out what maybe happened during this episode, during the runtime of it. I really had no clue what's going on at times. I really didn't. Things were going so fast, and the direction was really kind of iffy at times. Right? Like, how did not Jean, get... What's his face? The Joker. Jaren. Yeah, Jaren. How did he get behind Naomi? I don't know. Why did Naomi not get sucked out into the void? I don't know. How did the ship lose power? I don't know, right? It had some moments like that. The importance of the fight with Jaren also kind of fell flat. It did had an amazing moment though of Rouge punching people. That was that was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Some really cool comedic moments. For the most part though, just confusion. Continued from the previous episode, I guess, but also a little bit different. Right? Still confusion, but of a little bit of a different nature, I guess you could say. Anything else? Anything else? And yeah, the ending. I really was confused by it during watching this episode. But now that I had some time to think about it and to analyze it, I guess it can make sense. Because it can also not make sense. Absolutely. They can follow through in such a way that would just not make sense whatsoever. But they can follow through in a way that will make sense. And a lot of it. And I hope it's going to be the latter. I hope it's going to turn out that this is just the easiest way to go about it. Someone reported it, and Naomi just has to work with them, rather than it turning out that Naomi is some sort of a double agent or whatever. Right? Still a lot of questions, and this episode didn't answer any. It raised even more of them, to be honest with you. Yeah. I guess we still have half the season left, so there is still enough time to explain those things and figure them out, right? Right. Yeah, Am I having trouble figuring out where it's going? I'm not sure. I have plenty of theories. I just don't know which one is true, and I don't even know if either of them are true. Because this show could go like a completely other way still. Overall, I did enjoy this episode. It had some hiccups, as I mentioned, in the direction, and it really felt like I missed an episode, but I didn't. So go figure. Overall, I did have time. I did have good, fun time with it, though. So that's good. That's what matters, isn't it? And I saw Rouge kick a dog in the face, which is like a whole entire category of imagery that you just don't see in anime or anywhere really. So even for just that, this episode was worth it. A little bit of technical scuff, I guess, but I'm just gonna, you know, fix it in post. I hope it's not gonna be particularly hard. We'll see though. But yeah, right now I think that's gonna be it from me for today, but maybe you guys have something more to add on the topic of this episode. If so, say so in the comments down below. What did you think of this episode, my reaction, my theories, stuff like that? Do you share my opinion? Do you not? Tell me about it. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to be notified of future releases, not only Metallic Rouge but also Frieren, Shangri-La, Frontier, Majo to Yajuu, plenty others coming in the future. Click the bell to be notified of when I go live, because I do sometimes. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon, link down below, where for $10 a month you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Majo, a record, and for just $1 you get a role on the Discord and a place and credits, and for $5 you get to vote in non-seasonal polls, and one of them will be coming soon. And you can also support me directly on YouTube via memberships, super thanks, super chats, stuff like that. And if you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, you don't have to. Share my content, spread the word. It costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel a lot. And now, with all of that out of the way, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my one through Patreons: QB without a net, Survivor, Zayrain, and Dr. Watt, Akamancer, Marsh, Ally, Fassel, and Hans Peter. And you can join them without having to be taken by red people from Ochrona.